big highlight of this day is the exclusive interview with Warren Buffett and, of course, with a man who he thinks very highly of, Ajit Jain. All of that coming up over the next 20 minutes, plus, of course, a wrap out of all of today's corporate stories from the world of business. Here are the top stories.
We're not looking for synergy, though. I'm looking for things I understand.
Okay.
And I look for good businesses. I look for businesses that are run by people that I admire and trust. And I look for a price that makes sense. I look for large things.
Warren Buffett says he's come to India with a clean slate. He's open to acquiring companies, investing in companies that have a strong footing. Ajit Jain, the man who's helped Berkshire Hathaway make billions in profits, and he's the president of Berkshire's reinsurance division. He tells NDTV Profit in an exclusive interview that he hopes the company's current investments in India will soon lead to something far bigger, far more profitable. And on the stock markets front, Wockhardt stock has jumped more than 5% today after the Bombay High Court has stayed the winding up petition against the company till the 3rd of May. The court says no liquidator will be appointed for winding up Wockhardt till next hearing. That's on the 4th of May. The markets first, and more than 1% and 0.2% gains for both the benchmark indices. Nifty closing at the day's highest level, 1.23% gains. 65 points in the positive territory has made sure that the Nifty has closed at 5,480, just 20 points shy of 5,500. 18,206 for the Sensex, just a couple of points below the day's highest level. 217 points added by the Sensex. And what would you have? The NSE Volatility Index dropping now 5.5%. That is an indication that there is more gains that we will see over the next 1 or 2 days. But one stock which has stayed in focus today is Wockhardt. That stock jumped 5.5% in trade today after the Bombay High Court stayed the winding up petition against Wockhardt that was filed by the trustees of the foreign currency convertible bonds. It's a conditional stay till the 3rd of May, but the court has directed that no liquidator will be appointed for winding up Wockhardt till the next hearing, which is now on the 4th of May. In the meantime, the company has agreed to deposit in court 115 crore rupees by May 3rd. As per direction of the High Court, Wockhardt has failed to conclude the arrangement to pay its FCCB holders $110 million as per earlier terms, and it went into a corporate debt restructuring process. That's when the winding up petition was filed against Wockhardt to pay off the amount. And today the news that has come in is, of course, good news. The stock jumping up more than 5% in trade. Moving on to the allegations in terms of the 2G scam, we're hearing fresh allegations against Prashant Ruya of the SR Group and IP Khaitan of Loop Telecom, trying to influence investigations in the 2G scam. NDTV Profit learns that the Indian envoy to Mauritius has written to the Ministry of External Affairs about a meeting that these corporates have had with him earlier in this month. Mayur Shekharcha is tracking that story. He's got all the details. Mayur, more trouble for the promoters of SR Group and Telecom, and this story just keeps getting murkier by the day.
Well, the Ruya and Khaitan families are already in a lot of trouble as far as the probe into the 2G scam is being considered, and in fact the allegations and there's a possibility that Loop could be made one of the accused as far as the investigating agencies are concerned. More troubles definitely are brewing for them.
Thanks, Mayur, for the quick update on that front. We'll take a short break now. On the other side, we'll bring to you a little bit of extract of our conversation with Warren Buffett. Thanks for staying on. Today, the big interview is the one-on-one interview with Warren Buffett, Chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. Billionaire investor, industrialist, philanthropist, Buffett is regarded as one of the most successful investors in the world. He speaks to Srinivasan Jain in an exclusive interview, and he says he's come to India with a clean slate. The minute that some business or company attracts his interest, he will go ahead and invest heavily in India.
I think what everyone wants to know, and this question is going to follow you till your last hour here, is what are you going to do with India and your investments here? Well, is there anything that you've seen so far which has excited you?
I never know what I'm going to do, even in the United States. I mean, every day is a new day, and weeks may go by and nothing happens, and then all of a sudden I get a phone call, I get a letter, I get an idea from somebody as to how we can deploy really significant sums, and I'll get one of those from India. I just don't know when.
Your phone hasn't rung yet.
I'm ready to answer the phone.
It's not rung yet, but that could happen soon.
It can happen anytime.
But are you looking for anything in particular? Are there any areas which interest you? You were talking earlier about the automotive sector, for instance, which is growing very fast. There's some synergy there with what you're doing with insurance.
Yeah, we're not looking for synergy, though. I'm looking for things I understand.
Okay.
And I look for good businesses. I look for businesses that are run by people that I admire and trust. And I look for a price that makes sense. I look for large things, and then I move. But I don't go to the office in the morning with anything in my mind other than those criteria that I just laid out. I'm not looking for an automotive company or an electrical company or a high-tech company or a retail company. I'm just looking for something I understand.
The rest of the conversation with Warren Buffett, his wit, his wisdom, coming up on NDTV Profit at 4:30 p.m. and then once again at 9:30 p.m. Make sure you tune in to catch that. Wrapping up this edition of 2020 Business Update, coming up next is Buy or Sell with Ashu.